How's it feel to be a homeowner in Texas? So this is kind of like the downside of this area. This is cool. This is Pleasure Pier. Those Galveston birds sound like they're laughing. I'm currently on my way to the airport, taking a red-eye flight to Houston, Texas, because tomorrow we have our official closing dates for the triplex that we bought. And when I say we, it's myself and my business partner, Matt. If you're watching these videos, you kind of remember maybe when we went to Montana, we kind of did some property searching there. We went and looked around Texas as well. And one of the properties we saw back then actually ended up going under contract with a different buyer. And then that deal fell through, I suppose. It went back on the market, and then we came back in significantly under the asking. We got it. So it's, you know, almost midnight, and I had to buy a flight super last minute. I'm gonna go close this thing, and then we got all kinds of fun work this week that I'm gonna share with the repairs and getting things listed on the rental sites and things like that. So it's actually really crazy. Like, I just today flew back from Vegas in the morning, and not even 8 hours later, I'm back walking the same road to get on another plane. The airport is so eerie this late at night. Just nobody here. It's a robot Zamboni? Whoa, easy, buddy. I actually love taking red-eye flights. I can sleep exceptionally well on planes. I don't know if anyone else can relate. Well, made it to Houston. It's pretty nice weather out here. I think it's like in the high 60s, almost 70. Trying to find where the rental car pickup place is. Got a couple hours before Matt lands and before Jason, our realtor, is ready to go. I love traveling to new airports because some of them are so unique. I didn't stay very long at the Houston airport. I got my rental truck from Enterprise and was on my way. We're doing a truck because we're gonna have to build a bunch of stuff and like go to Home Depot, get fencing material, get cameras, get all kinds of supplies. Hello, how are you?
Doing well.
Good.
Thanks, sir.
Yes.
South Texas is very flat, but surprisingly, there were a lot of trees.
So I just spent the past few minutes calling a bunch of local refineries and hospitals, trying to get connected to their HR/intern programs for like those medium-term listing opportunities. No seriously positive results yet from that. I was on the wait list for a call back from the intern team for one of the refineries, and the hospital put me through their intern program and they weren't in or something, so I got put on or I left a message rather. So hopefully in the next couple of days I'll hear back from them. Otherwise, I'm just going to probably hit the market with these units, just listing wise as needed, because that's just, you know, something needs to be done. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna pop in and grab a quick drink. So what I'm doing now, and I actually kind of already did this when we first flew out here and visited the area, I'm just driving around and taking a look at the neighborhoods, taking a look at like what the communities are like. We do have a chemical plant pretty close to us on this side, which could be a blessing and a curse. I mean, location wise, it's not the most ideal, but there are a lot of like insurance benefits that could come with that. Not to mention the amount of like workforce that lives in this area because of plants like that, which we can tap into. There's a lot of like some motorhome type things over there, which could be concerning. But we have like the Galveston city, like not town hall, but like a council building over here, which is nice. This looks like a credit union for the Galveston County area as well. So this is kind of like the downside of this area. It's like just a few blocks away we have this massive refinery. That's kind of why the property was a little bit cheaper. But again, pros and cons here. You know, cons are kind of like living condition wise, it may not be the most optimal. The air may not be the cleanest. You know, sometimes you have loud noise and whatever. But the pros is that there's insurance benefits of being this close to a facility like this. Of course, the pricing on the home was a pro in this situation. But the other pro is also labor, like I've said. So I just got a phone call back from one of these refineries who have like interns that come in seasonally, and they're looking for like medium-term rental opportunities. So they're gonna give me a call back on Monday or Tuesday next week, and hopefully we can lock something in. This will probably be our Airbnb unit. There's the crawl space. And it's like 3 separate little dwellings, which is nice. That looks a little sloppy on that roof there. He said they fixed it. I'll have to take a look at that.
Great property. For the price, getting 3
Oh, look at these.
It's a little, oh shit.
That's safe.
Nailed down, and then like there are like rubber grommets, but you see,
It's an
you see
adhesive
how they're
or something.
laid from like the.
So then our agent and I spent the next couple hours walking through the property, inspecting all of the last-minute repairs that the seller had made to the property that were contingent on the deal being made. That included things like patching up parts of the roof, marking gas lines and property lines, and more.
So the initial, or I guess the final walkthrough before we go to signing went pretty well. I mean, it looks like the seller did all the work that they said they were going to do. Visually, I mean, again, I couldn't crawl in the crawl space to check like if they laid the pest traps, if they laid down the termite treatment, which shouldn't have been an issue anyways, but just to be safe, we chose to do that. It looks like the roof patching did occur. I see some, there were some new shingles that were put in. There's some new tar that's put in for some of the damaged areas. I saw they put in some new wood. I don't think they treated it correctly, but I see they painted it, at least so visually it looks correct. Yeah, I mean, it looks like they did kind of everything that they could have done in the short time frame that they agreed to do things, which was like 4 days before closing, which is insane. But now I'm driving to the title office. We're gonna sign some paperwork. We're gonna wire some money, and boom, we bought a triplex. Okay, but serious question. Why are the roofs so tall here? Like, look at how much roof that building has. It's like 90% roof. I don't know, it's just a little different than what I'm used to in Seattle. Like, depending on the material we use, I see a lot of space for solar, which I guess that's cool, but like, they're so tall. Like, look at that one, it's insane. I don't know, it looks different than what I'm used to seeing. Right now we're at the Wells Fargo getting a cashier's check. It's Friday, so any wires we do will take a little while to hit. So just to get this closed, we're just gonna do a cashier's check for one part of the payment, and then I actually scheduled the wire same day through Chase for my amount, and that seems to have gone through, or it's going through. So I think we should be good on that end. How's it feel to be a homeowner in Texas?
It feels great.
The Lone Star State.
We are Texans now.
We are Texans.
Look at us.
Who would have thought? So yeah, now we're gonna go explore, what's this place called? Kiba Boardwalk? Dude, and this is really, I mean, you could probably get a spot of the marina over here for the boat.
Yeah, for sure.
For those that haven't been, the Kemah Boardwalk just north of Texas City is actually really, really beautiful. We went late at night and sort of during an off season, so it wasn't nearly as busy as I'm sure it could get. But the boardwalk was full of all kinds of attractions. There was a roller coaster, all kinds of carnival rides and games. And it's all right on the water, so there's all kinds of barges and other types of marine activities happening. Of course, we had to sit down and get some crawfish, which I haven't had crawfish in a long time. These guys look like they could literally get up out of the bowl and walk away. They look like they were just caught. And there wasn't much meat on them, but they were very tasty. Even though it was slow at night, the boardwalk was still very pretty. Tons of lights, tons of gardens, fountains, neon signs, and more.
I bet this place gets very lively. Look at this train track. That's so cute. It gets so lively in the summer. So since the title is waiting to get cleared and we're waiting to finally close out the property, today is just going to be kind of like a prep day for us. We're going to go to Home Depot, get some supplies for for some minor repairs. We're going to sign up for the permit, or we're going to fill out the form for the permit to put up a fence early next week. Pretty much just run to some other stores, Walmart, get some simple supplies. A lot of what we're going to do probably on Monday is just start staging the property for the Airbnb, getting the Wi-Fi set up, getting the electricity switched over, things like that. Actually, I could probably call the city for electricity today. And then, yeah, it's a weekend, unfortunately, so there's just really not much to do besides just preparation. I did already start creating the listing sites for like the renters, but I need more pictures, so I got to go back into the unit and get those.
Since this property was an investment for us, we had to put in some time and money for various repairs. We got all kinds of typical household repair items, as well as items for the Airbnb staging. It kind of honestly felt like I was shopping again for my freshman year of college, because we bought garbage cans, towels, blankets, and other things like that.
So we're doing most of our like preliminary shopping today, just getting some supplies for the Airbnb portion of the home, and then got some new locks for the other doors, and some wasp spray and some termite spray and stuff like that. Just trying to get ahead of maintenance.
The property had a lot of different types of locks, so we had to make various copies of keys so that we could get access to everything. And that right there is a big wasp nest that the seller cleaned out. This awning also had a bunch of nails sticking through it, which was obviously a safety concern, and we had to clip them.
It's better here.
Yeah, because we were
On the
in San
beach.
Antonio, right?
Yeah.
This is cool. This is Pleasure Pier.
You want to get lunch? You want to get lunch on Pleasure Pier?
I guess so. Look, there's actually
Look at this
people on the water.
It's the nicest Chick-fil-A in the world.
That water looks dirty though.
Oh, there's no one in the. No, there's people in the water.
Is there? It gets nicer as you go out.
Dirt. It's just how the ocean is right there sometimes.
Yeah. I like how condensed this little pier thing is. It's so cute. It's just like right there. Ooh, that heat do be heating.
The heat be heat.
So this is Pleasure Pier, and I'm pretty excited because it's only a few minutes away from the investment property. So it's going to bring a lot of extra value to tenants, both long-term and short-term. The pier has all kinds of rides, including a carousel, roller coaster, as well as tons of gift shops and restaurants. The entrance part of the pier is completely free to walk around and check out the shops, but the back part where the bigger rides are does have a fee.
Nice little view from the balcony pool. Those Galveston birds sound like they're laughing.
There's also this really cool walkway that goes out into the ocean from the beach, where you can see fishermen as well as tourists just walking around. And at the end of it, in the water, there's a gift shop / restaurant / bar that has all kinds of great views, knickknacks, and more. This here is the upper bar, and you can see people sitting, just enjoying the views and enjoying watching people fish. We spent the rest of the evening in Galveston checking out the live music scene, restaurants, bars, and more. The night actually ended with a pretty intense lightning storm, which was cool to watch. Anyways, that's part 1. Be sure to tune in for part 2.